Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like May 9th. Ain't that right, Smudgy? Don't you agree? Hey, look outside. Look outside. It looks a lot like May 9th out here. Doesn't it, Smudgy? Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, sit there like a toaster. My fellow gracious, oh, that's a good word, Whovians. I remember when I had no idea that fellow implied that you were one too. I remember once, like, at my school, we were, like, communicating with people from some country in Asia. I really don't want to get it wrong. The point is that, like, we'll just, I don't know. I started the letter with, hello, fellow, and then I said the nationality, so I didn't realize until after. But the letter was still there, so I still had the option to change it for whatever. And then it turns out that they had a whole bunch more kids, and we ended up with like hundreds of letters, and there were only like 8 of us. It was a pretty small school. Like, not the entire school, but just our class. We were the ones who were doing it. Sorry, this is completely off topic. I just watched a video from a guy, I don't even know his name. I'll link it down below. The Confused Adipose. I didn't know that was his name at all. He just talked about, you know how Chip knows all about his 5-year plan? And, I forgot the name already, the something adipose. The Confused Adipose. I'm confused right now. He gave what I personally think is the greatest Doctor Who idea ever. I might just be saying that because I just heard of it and it's really, really good, because it is at the very least very, very good. One of the best. And like, you know, just like we were thinking like Heaven Sent's the best episode of Doctor Who, I'm not sure if it's the best of all time, but I don't think there is a best of all time. I think, like, you know, when Doctor Who hits, those episodes, like, go beyond the perfect scale. And, like, it's like there's this scale of really bad stories and then really good stories, and then there are just not so many, but there's only so many. There's quite a few that just go beyond perfect, and they all just coexist in this void of beyond perfectionist where they can't be ranked. Sorry, what am I talking about? Basically, just to cut to the end, I don't want to kind of just do his whole video for him and make his video obsolete, but I just really want to get it out of my system. Please go watch his video. He basically said that he sees the 60th anniversary, because I thought of this too, Chip knows all about this 5-year plan, which, oh, what do you know, that happens to be at the 60th anniversary when the 5 years end. So Chip knows 5-year plan is year 1, do basically nothing. Year 2 is 2019, do literally nothing. Year 3, start doing some stuff. Year 4, probably take another break. Year 5, BAM! Apparently he theorizes that, okay, brace yourselves, because I want you to fully imagine just how brilliant this would be. Omega walking through the battlefield with all of the Series 11, 12, and 13 villains that got away, like Krasko and, you know, the monk guys. Because we were all thinking that. We were like, why are the villains all getting away? Are they going to team up in the Series 11 finale? And then that didn't happen. So Omega's just bringing all of these villains with him. Probably got some Daleks and Weeping Angels and Cybermen and Silence and all the good ones. Maybe Sasha Dewan's Master's there too. Maybe even Missy and John Sim. I haven't actually finished the video, I'm not sure if you're going to mention that, but that's just my, you know. And then, Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is going to be there along with all of the timeless children Doctors. Which, you know, it's like, you know, but like, don't deny it. That's epic. That's epic. You got Omega and all these villains, Doctor and all these timeless Doctors, and then David Tennant shows up, and Matt Smith shows up, and Peter Capaldi shows up, and if, you know, and this isn't really their fault if it doesn't happen, but if Christopher Eccleston shows up, that'll be like one of the best moments ever, like of the entire show. And then David Bradley's first Doctor comes in, Sean Pertwee comes in as the 3rd Doctor. Screw it, just bring Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy. We don't care if they look old. We'll just ignore it. Bring in Carol Ann Ford and William Russell. Hopefully they filmed those scenes already because William Russell's 95. It's so good. It's probably not gonna happen. This clip is 5.5 minutes. I gotta wrap it up. Let's all get a hug, Hoovians. Give them a group hug. Hey, it stopped snowing only like 5 minutes later. But by the way, I feel like I should maybe, like, even though I feel like it might be obvious, but I don't know, I feel like I should defend why I think that idea is so good. You know how, like I mentioned this in my overall opinions of Series 11, I think, but, like, it just really ticked me off when I saw Series 11, because, even Series 10 managed to end with it seeming like it was building up to something. So, obviously we had the 50th anniversary special, which wasn't as good as it could have been, but, it was fine. It gets a good old thumbs up and a sticker from me, good old Stephen Moffat. And it's snowing again, yay! Hey guys, so sorry, so as you can probably tell, someone came through the door. It's the next day. I've actually changed my shirt twice, but you don't care about that at all. Sorry, that was super weird. I can finally continue what I was going to say. What was I saying? I was talking about the day of the doctor. I just like to feel like it was constantly building up to something, like Russell T. Davies. I know that many people, will say that his overblown blockbuster finale things might have been a little bit over the top, but, I liked it. I don't know. I honestly haven't, seen them in a while, but from what I remember, I just remember really enjoying them. I'm not sure if I've really watched them more than once. It was mainly just Blind Wave, because Blind Wave made reactions to them, and I honestly think that Blind Wave has completely stopped caring about the show, because they're not even, they're just watching the main episode list, and they're almost done Series 12. People are kind of hoping that they might go back to the classic series, or Sarah Jane Adventures, or some stuff that they missed. They did react to Torchwood and some of Sarah Jane Adventures. Sorry, what am I talking about? I don't know, but, the point is that as I was watching, their reactions of Series 1 to 4, it was really, the golden age. And watching their reactions really allowed me to, live through those episodes again, as if they were for the first time, but I was watching them now, and it just, it felt so refreshing. Series 4 especially, The End of Time, kinda, but, The Stolen Earth and Journey's End, Russell T. Davies, that was his big finale era thing, all the characters, all the things, and that was, is it perfect? I don't know, but I think it is, pretty close to a perfect finale. Stephen Moffat, who knows? Stephen Moffat was all over the place. Technically, what was his big finale? His big finale, he didn't really have a big finale. The closest thing to a big finale was The Day of the Doctor. Twice Upon a Time is okay, but, it's not like Stephen Moffat's finale. That's just the 12th Doctor and a personality-disordered First Doctor. I hope that's not offensive of me to say. Point is that I like to feel like Doctor Who was building towards something, and World Enough in Time and the Doctor... I heard that apparently the ending to Spyfall Part 1 is what really caused people to say, oh my god, this episode is great, even though apparently, according to a lot of people, the rest of the episode wasn't that great. It's just that the twist was so oh my god, this is Doctor Who, that it just caused people to like the show again, or like the episode. Twice Upon a Time did feel like it was, because it had the First Doctor in it. And this big finale Chibnall idea sounds like... It sounds like, the guy said it in his video, I watched the rest of the video, there were a few other ideas that he had, but it really just makes it seem like that's the end, especially if Carol Ann Ford and William Russell show up. I just want those two to show up. If that happens, it almost makes Series 11 better, because then it makes it seem like it was all building towards this final Chibnall finale. It's a big praise. But yeah, so the sad part is that that's not going to happen, and it's probably going to be, I don't know, definitely it's going to be lame by comparison. I don't know. Maybe some of that stuff will be true, but the rest won't. I'm okay if John Sim and Missy don't show up, although, I feel like if there's any episode that doesn't need to make sense, just chuck in as much fan service as you can, that would be it. The final episode. Who cares? Doctor Who isn't supposed to have an ending. If you're supposed to have a final episode of Doctor Who, don't even try to have it make sense. Just throw in all the characters. Okay, sorry, I've rambled about this for way too long. Jesus. It's definitely looking like May 9th now. Spongy, are you seeing this? Spongy, you're facing the wrong way. You're busy looking like a toaster. Look at this. What is this? Started out as a little joke intro. Talk about May, huh? Maybe it's actually gonna snow in July. Oh, it's snowing down now. All those people who ever said that they'll do something when pigs fly or it snows in July, they're gonna have to pay up. I mean, no, if they only said pigs fly. I mean, these snowflakes almost kind of look like pigs. Sorry, that made as little sense as my Doctor Who intros do. Well, this is annoying because I only have 6 minutes left of room on my camera, and I want to delete some footage, but I went onto my laptop to see which footage I'm allowed to delete because it's already on my laptop, and my laptop is taking 1,000,000,000,000 years to load. Probably by the time that's finished loading, it'll be time to start editing this video, but this video should only be a few minutes. It hasn't even ticked down to 5 minutes yet, and I'm only going to be alone for another few minutes anyway, and then it'll just be weird because then people will be able to hear me talk. Oh, here, I can have my section in the background. Okay, I'm not sure. You know what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing the plank. Well, you know, it looks like a simple position, but it's actually not. And I'm not sure if you guys are even going to like it. I just figured it's something to do rather than just wrapping my face in this scarf. Like you can see that there's no, I don't know if the floor is messy. People tell me that's messy, but, you know, see, there's nothing to give me any hints. It's all fine. I don't know if maybe I could do it from the floor even. No, that's not gonna work. I don't know. Is it? There you go. I got a nice little stack of pillows. I'm sure that's not gonna go wrong at all. Okay, here we go. Ready? An unearthly child, the Daleks, the Edge of Destruction, Marco Polo, the Keys of Marinus, the Aztecs, the Sensorites, the Rangatera, Planet Giants, the Dalek Invasion of Earth, the Rescue, the Romans, the Wet Planet, the Crusade, the Space Museum, the Chase, the Time Meddler, Galaxy 4, Mission to the Unknown, the Mythmakers, the Daleks' Master Plan, the Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, the Ark, the Celestial Toymaker, the Gunfighters, the Savages, the War Machines, the Smugglers, the 10th Planet, and Adventure in Space and Time, the Hartnell Years, Doctor Who and the Daleks, Dalek Invasion of Earth 215080, the Power of the Daleks, the Highlanders, the Underwater Menace, the Moonbase, the Macrotera, the Faceless Ones, the Evil of the Daleks, the Tomb of the Cybermen, the Abominable Snowmen, the Ice Warriors, the Enemy of the World, the Web of Fear, Fury from the Deep, the Wheel in Space, the Dominators, the Mind Robber, the Invasion, the Crotons, the Seas of Death, the Space Pirates, the Worgans, the Troudoniers, Devios, Spearhead from Space, Doctor Who and the Silurians, the Ambassadors of Death, Inferno, Terror of the Autons, the Mind of Evil, the Claws of Axos, Colony in Space, the Daemons, Day of the Daleks, the Curse of Peladon, the Sea Devils, the Mutants, the Time Monster, the Three Doctors, Carnival of Monsters, Frontier and Space, Planet of the Daleks, the Green Death, the Time Warrior, Invasion of the Downfires, Death to the Daleks, the Monster of Peladon, Planet of the Spiders, the Pertwee Years, Daleks the Early Years, Cybermen the Early Years. Oh my god. Sorry. I sound like just showing you around so that you don't see that there's no hints, but I know that probably sounded like I was over-exaggerating, but you try and do the plank, it's hard. It looks easy, but it's actually hard. Okay, William Hartnell played the Doctor from 1963 to 1966, and in 1973, played by Richard Herndl in 1983, and, what else? David Bradley in 2017, and he was kind of there in 1993, and 2013, and 2014, and listen, yeah, there are the 3 Doctors, the 5 Doctors, Dimensions in Time, The Name of the Doctor, The Day of the Doctor, Listen, and Twice Upon a Time. And his companions were Susan, Barbara, Ian, Vicky, Stephen, Katerina, Sarah, Dodo, Polly, and Ben. Patrick Troughton played the Doctor from 1966 to 1969, and 1973 in the 3 Doctors, 1983 in the 5 Doctors, and 1985 in the 2 Doctors, and he also kind of appeared in 2013 in The Name of the Doctor and The Day of the Doctor, and also kinda in Twice Upon a Time for a brief regeneration scene of like 2 seconds. And his companions were Ben, Polly, Jamie, Victoria, Zoe, and 2 appearances of the Brigadier and kinda Professor Travis, I guess, I don't know. And finally, the 3rd Doctor was played by John Pertwee from 1970 to 1974, and in 1983 and 1993, and also kind of in 2013 in The Name of the Doctor and The Day of the Doctor. 2 minutes left of room. Oh my god. They better bring John Pertwee. I know that he does. I know that he wants to pay respect to his dad, but like his dad would be fine with it. I know. I don't mean to sound morbid, but like John Pertwee's not gonna be like Sean Pertwee. How dare we're in the afterlife now. How dare you take over my role? Disrespect. You respect. I don't know. Whatever. Bring Sean Pertwee back as the third Doctor. Sean Pertwee, come back, or just not come back, but just play the third Doctor. Okay, sorry. To anyone who's like just watched this video, this is probably the weirdest video, and you probably didn't even watch through the whole thing. But if you did watch through it, thank you. I have much longer videos than this, where I talk about other stuff. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, so you enjoyed it. If you didn't like, please leave a dislike, so you didn't enjoy it. Leave a comment below if you liked it, tell me because it feels awesome against motivation. But if you didn't like it, please leave a comment saying mine didn't like it, so like proof next time I won't be able to proof. Just here too as this look it's for a like and subscribe so no next video comes out. Thanks again so much for watching, and as always I'll see you next time. I only got 1 minute left of room. Bye bye. Ooh, trusty locked up the third. You decide to load, huh? That's new. You don't normally do that. What do you think of that, Smudgy? Huh?